Good day, students. I am your instructor from the subject Introduction to Automotive Technology. My name is Sir John Lawrence Q. Rojas, and today we will discuss the basic hand tools. But before that, let us have a recap from the past lesson. Last meeting, we discussed about the safety and work practices in our workplace. And today, we are discussing the different types of basic hand tools, including the screwdrivers and pliers. The following are our objectives. After completing the lesson in this unit, students should be able to identify the types and uses of screwdrivers and pliers, appreciate the importance of screwdrivers and pliers, and complete the activities about screwdrivers and pliers. So now, let's start our discussion about the types of screwdrivers and pliers. First, let's start from the screwdriver. When we say screwdriver, a screwdriver is a tool, manual or powered, used for driving screws. A typical simple screwdriver has a handle and a shaft, ending in a tip the user puts into the screw head before turning the handle. The first one is the standard screwdriver, or commonly known as the flat screwdriver. It has a straight blade for turning screws with a slot that is the same width and length as the screwdriver blade. It is only used for the flat type screws. The next one is the Phillips screwdriver. The Phillips screwdriver fits the cross slot of the Phillips screw. The one advantage of this screwdriver is that it has over the standard one is when it is inserted in the slot, it is self-centering. This type of screwdriver is used for cross-type screws. And the last one is the nut drivers. The nut drivers have a handle and a shaft like a screwdriver but have a socket at the end of the shaft that is not removable. Because nut drivers can't be operated with a greater speed than the socket wrenches, they are all ideal for loosening and tightening the small nuts and bolts found on the vehicles. That's all for the different types of screwdriver. I hope all of you learn and apply it in real life. At this time, we will continue our discussion and we will now move on to the different types of pliers. First, let us discuss what is pliers. The pliers are made in various shapes and sizes for many uses. Some are used for gripping something round like a pipe or rod, some are used for twisting wires, and others are designed to be used for a combination of tasks including cutting wire. There are different types of pliers which we can see in our workshop. Let us discuss those types of pliers. The first one, we have the standard slip joint pliers. The standard slip joint pliers are one of the most common types of pliers used by technicians. These grip irregular parts and hold work during drilling. Next type of pliers is the locking pliers, or also known as the vice grip. These are very similar to standard slip joint pliers. By turning a knob and then clamping the handles in place, the locking pliers hold work securely. This is commonly used for holding materials while we are working in shop. Another one, we have long nose pliers or the needle nose pliers. This type of pliers are useful for gripping tiny pins and parts during the service of carburetors and other small assemblies. Another one, we have the diagonal cutting pliers. This type of pliers are used to cut electrical wire and tape as well as a variety of other material. The diagonal cutting pliers are well suited for removing cotter pins on front-end components. The last one, we have the snap ring pliers. The snap ring pliers come in many styles and types. Snap ring pliers are required for spreading or compressing springy snap rings found in the transmission. Snap ring pliers are available that can remove internal snap rings, external snap rings, or both. So that's all for the discussion about the different types of screwdrivers and pliers today. I hope all of you clearly understand our discussion. At this time, we will have our activity. The direction of our activity, you will draw and identify the different types of screwdrivers and pliers. After finishing your activity, take a photo of your work and pass it to my email account. That's all for today, and for your assignment, study the lesson about the different types of hammers and chisel. And for the next meeting, we will have our discussion about it. Thank you and God bless.